And we are back. Pokemon Soul Silver, Hardcore Nuzlocke. The run continues. We have the final member in Karen of the Elite Four to take care of, and then we have the champion. So Karen's actually really good as a final member here with her Dark type Pokemon. A lot of answers to our Eeveelutions as we drop back with the Charge Beam, trying to set up with Eisen, but that payback does a ton of damage, and we might not be able to pull this off as the Confuse Rate comes down as well, and we did not get the Person Berry in there. We get another Charge Beam. We do have +2 special attack, which is really nice. However, the Fan Attack doing ton of damage. The Citrus Berry for reprieve. Eisen breaks through the confusion, however, misses the Charge Beam, and now Umbreon is setting up with the double team, gets another Fan Attack down, and we are chipped all the way to 58, and we miss another Charge Beam. We're floating at 33 HP, and Umbreon is having his way with the team right now. As you can see, Espeon is not going to be a great choice into these Dark type Pokemon. However, they also have Fighting type moves as we eat a critical hit on the swap Ichigo, tanking that damage up front and personal. Not what you want to see as the Murkrow comes in. We fade on the Umbreon, and now it is a 5v4. We have a really nice physical damage moveset, but it's not enough to really one-shot anything on Karen's side of things. So we are in a tipsy situation. Eisen is out of the battlefield, and we're really going to need the whole team against Lance and his dragons here. The plucks come down, do good damage to the Umbreon, but Byakuya holds, gets the Confuser. Hopefully we can get some rolls on our side of things. However, we can't really damage the Crow very much, so we're going to go for the Confuser as the pluck comes in. Another Sand Attack is here, so we have Confuser and Sand Attack on the table. Murkrow breaks through again, gets another pluck, so we drop back with a Fan Attack, bringing Murkrow to about 30% HP, and this is not looking good because there is a Gengar with a Destiny Bond as well as a Houndoom. So we are kind of in trouble at this point, and you can see like 2 Pokemon bleeding out, make it 3 if this continues down this path. We do have the Hail Blizzard combination, but if Ukiora takes too much damage and gets outsped by the Houndoom, we die. We lose it all. The Pluck gets another critical hit. This Murkrow is feeling itself. It absolutely is. And the Withdraw comes down, and there is the big scary Houndoom. Now we are definitely in trouble. Ichigo's floating at half. We're going to do a little bit of fire on fire action as the fire type absorbs the flamethrower there, but really, if we get outsped again, which we do, the nasty plot comes down. Houndoom is ramping up, so if this dig does not kill, Ichigo is in trouble, but we dodge the hail from underground, and we do snipe the Fire Hound. So that is actually really good, really big. We needed that. The Citrus Berry brings us all the way back to about 75% HP, which is also massive. So Ichigo could be the saving grace as we miss the 5% Fire Fang, and that brings us to 17 HP. We connect on the second one, thank goodness, and Ichigo lives with 17 HP. The Crow falls, and this is an absolute bonanza. We go into Yoriichi, who actually is a good matchup against the Gengar, since Gengar does not have Shadow Ball or even Dark Pulse, so we're actually safe. It likes its Focus Blast as it goes for Spite, and thankfully we are faster, so if it goes for Destiny Bond, it will be after we hit it, which is beautiful, bringing Gengar to about 2 HP, and we fade with the Psybeam. Oh my gosh, the fight is turning around, and all because the Flareon holds. All because the Flareon holds. The Petal Dance comes down. Yoriichi eats that up front and personal. Once again, the Psybeam drops, and Karen is defeated. That was a nail biter, but now it's going to be a 5v6 against Lance. All right, that brings us to the final battle in the entire run here. It is actually the second attempt since we wiped a Faulkner at the beginning. So second attempt here, we're going in live. The Gyarados comes down, and we're going to set up on the Sea Leviathan, much like we did against Claire and her dragon. So we get the Reflect down, we get the Sand Attacks, the Waterfalls are coming in. Thankfully, Gyarados is heavily on the physical side of things, so the Reflect is going to keep Yoriichi safe as we get another Sand Attack in. We are risking it all, and the Espeon goes down, but it's calculated, as Espeon wasn't going to be able to do much against the dragon. So we just wanted to pave the way for Eisen, and we get a clean swap in, almost one-shotting the Gyarados. We don't get the buff from the Charge Beam, so really the best case scenario is if we can get the buff right there, absolutely, and the Gyarados lives. So could we get a second buff? That would be absolutely massive. We can't. We're gonna take the +1 as we clear the Sea Leviathan. So if we got the +2, we might have been able to one-shot the Dragonite, and no, probably not. It looks like it would have held on as the Ace drops back with a Stab Outrage, and it almost one-shots Jolteon. The Berry gets us back to 27 HP, but this is bad. We might be able to snipe with a Thunder, but it could miss. miss, but Eisen clutches. Eisen clutches, drops back, takes down the ace, and that leaves 4 Pokemon, and another Dragonite comes down. We're going to have to roll potentially a critical hit Thunderball here, or go for the sand attack, and hopefully we dodge, and Dragon Rush with 75% accuracy, and even less because of the sand attack, still connects, and we lose Eisen. So we are all the way on our plan B, heck, even plan C at this point, and we are going in. The Dragon Rush comes down and does so much damage, and gets the flinch. Dragon Rush gets the double flinch, and Bianchi goes down. The Umbreon is deleted. This might be it. This might be it. We might wipe to Lance yet again. It's been so long. It's been so long, Lance, my friend. As the hail comes down, we do dodge that Dragon Rush. However, the Thunder Wave connects, and now Ukiora is locked down. This is a 100% accuracy Blizzard in the hailstorm, but we are paralyzed. Oh my goodness. The Aerodactyl comes down with a Stab Super Effective Rock Slide. With a Stab Super Effective Rock Slide. Does it flinch? Does it flinch? It does not. We drop back with the Blizzard, the Berry for reprieve, and the Aerodactyl goes down. It returns to the fossil it once was. The Charizard is here, though. The Charizard, it's going to be a neutral Blizzard. We tank the Shadow Claw. No crit and no paralysis. The Charizard holds with 25% HP. We only have 1 Blizzard left. We only have 1 Blizzard left, and there is still another Pokemon. I believe it's another Dragonite in the back as we get paralyzed. We absolutely get paralyzed, and it's going to be a back-to-back Glaceon and Ichigo. The Flareon, we tank the Fire-type move up close. Beautiful stuff. The Dragon Claw comes in. We tank that, no problem. We drop back with the neutral strength. Let's go. And now it's a 2v1 or a 1.5v1, if you will. The level 49 Dragonite is here. What do we have? We have a neutral strength. We have the Rock Smash. We have the Fire Fang. We could try to cheese a last resort, and that's what we're doing. We go for the Fire Fang. Don't get the flinch. Now all we have to do is do the Rock Smash, potentially getting a defense drop, but we get absolutely sniped by the Dragon Rush, and now it's a paralyzed Glaceon versus Dragonite. We only have 1 Blizzard left. We have the Icy Wind Dragonite. We dodge the Dragon Rush. We dodge the Dragon Rush. Drop back with the Icy Wind. It connects through the paralysis and the 5% mischance, and Ukiora, the Glaceon, clutches it. Are you serious right now? We were right there. We almost threw it all, but somehow the Glaceon clutches. Oh my gosh, Lance is actually probably the hardest part of this entire run. Soul Silver and Heart Gold are basically the easiest ones to Nuzlocke, but Lance is like, let me tell you something, and he showed up big time. We were able to pull it out on the second attempt, and my goodness, that was insane. That was our second Gen 4 Eeveelution only. We're going to take a breather. We're going to let the Eevees chill for a while. We might bring another one back for a different gen. Who knows? But we will take the win. We will absolutely take it. There's all of our stud muffins. Everyone who went down. Glaceon gets the trophy and brings it back to the graveyard. My God, what an absolutely insane run. I will take this victory, and I will leave you now. As always, thank you so much for your time. I really do appreciate it, and I will catch you on the flip. Peace.